I have the wrong sandwich in front of me, so I can't do DSP Tries It. This is completely wrong. There was something that I wanted to try that it's kind of on a whim. And to be honest, there really was very little risk. All right? This guy right here. Palworld, the game that came out 2.5 years ago in early access and caused all kinds of controversy in the industry for essentially ripping off the Pokemon IP, recently released its 1.0 release about a month ago, a little under, and I played it. I liked it. You didn't. Yeah, Marky, what do you want me to tell you? Take a look. He says, are we done with Palworld then? You tell me. Attendance is okay, not great, but it's okay. Engagement, there's some people talking about the game and a bunch that aren't and say that the game is boring. And support is very bad. We played the game for over an hour. Within an hour, I made $7. I made more money just hanging out with you guys before I booted the game up than I did playing the game. So why am I playing the game? Quite frankly, you guys found it incredibly boring when I played it and said that the open world wandering kind of felt like Breath of the Wild, but that it was very repetitive. You didn't like it. So we stopped playing it last week as a result. But the trading card game actually released just a few days ago. This launched, I think, 2 to 3 days ago. It was cheap. I have to emphasize that, okay? It was cheap. This box sold at retail for around $47. $46.99 is actually what I paid for. So on a whim, you guys told me about it. I said, all right, I'll get it. Why not? The entire first set of Palworld cards are misprinted. What does that word say in the upper right-hand corner of the box? Palword. Oh, that's so lame. These cards were made in Singapore, so don't ask me why they misprinted them, because in Singapore, English is a very, very prominent language. So why they didn't know how to spell the name of the property of the cards, I have no idea. If I were investing in cards, I would save this box, keep it sealed, and likely in 5 to 10 years, people will be like, the set 1 Palworld cards with the Palword misprint. Rare find, you know, thousands of dollars. If I were an investor, I would save the box. However, I'm not an investor. I'm not a Pokemon investor. I don't have a closet full of sealed cases. I'm not looking to ever resell. I'm a collector. I'm a hobbyist, like many of you. The Larch just gifted 5 subs over on Kick. Thank you so much to the Larch for 5 gifted subs. That's our only subs of the day so far, right? No, we had only ice hockey earlier. That's 25 bucks to support. That gets us up to 134. Now we're only 16 away from another One Piece pack opening. I like the product. I like the idea of opening the cards, grading them, sorting them, pricing them, putting them on display. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make that abundantly clear. If I were money-minded here and I was like, oh, I'm an investor, I got the first print run box with the misprint on it, I'm going to save the box. Well, I'm not. I'm probably going to save the box just because it has the misprint on it, just as like a, you know, a cool collectible thing. But I'm opening these cards, okay? We still have just under half the box of this second box of Pokemon Pitch Black to open. But guess what? That's not all. There's more. Am I a good salesman or what? You ready for this? As a direct result of all of your feedback, you guys saying we want variety, we want fresh, we want different, I did something else. I got a box of Disney Lorcana cards. Very good. They should hire me to sing the soundtrack to one of these games. I'd do it. I'd do it for cheap, too. Now, this one is interesting because it's a bunch of Disney characters, okay? And I have no idea what interest level this is going to garner. So that means today we're going to have Palworld, we're going to have Pokemon, we're going to have One Piece, and we're going to have Lorcana. Due to your overwhelming support last week, we burned through this box of Prismatic Evolution. I ordered another one and it's coming today. So we're going to have another ultra premium box of Prismatic Evolutions coming. We got all of it. I will have so many cards this week, I won't have to order anymore. Every single week, I always think I have more than enough, and then we burn through them and I have to order right away in a panic trying to get stuff. I'll finally have so many that there's no possible way that we can run out this week unless you guys give me thousands of dollars a day. Anyway, let's do the poll, shall we? Obviously, I want to do my first episode of DSP Pack Rips of the week on this stream today, and you know how it works. If we get a $50 contribution, guaranteed pack opening. If we get a $100 contribution, guaranteed pack opening and bonus pack opening of the premium cards, which is currently Prismatic Evolution. If we hit $100 of cumulative support across everyone, That's a pack opening. Then at 115, pack. 20, pack. 250, pack. If we hit 250 cumulative, another bonus pack of Prismatic Evolutions will be open. So let's go. Let's get Palworld ripped open, cracked open. Let's get the hits. Let's see what the cards look like. Let's see if we can get the most rare card possible in Palworld. Gen 1, it'll be worth $100,000. Let's go. Can we already got a membership today, 2 actually. Can we get a sub? Can we get our first super chat of the day? Can we get our first kicks of the day? And can we get a tip bigger than a single dollar? Let's go. Let's get a little bit of support spread around. Let's get some momentum going towards opening cards. Let's open Palworld. Let's get hype for Lorcana. Let's go. I decide on a whim that I want to try something different. People have been suggesting it to me. And I said, all right. So I simply start doing it in a way that I want to do it. Not a way that has any reference or any, any kind of comparison to anyone else doing it. I said, I'm just going to do it my way. Right, here's how we're going to do it. Immediately, people have problems with it. Huh? Like the moment I start doing something different, people have problems with it. Doesn't sound like it's my problem, does it? It sounds like it's everybody else's. Because I've been doing content for 18 years. If I decide I want to do something different on a stream and it's not necessarily in the realm of games, but something different, I have the ability to do that, and I can do it however I want, whenever I want, and no one has any ability to sit there and whine and criticize because it's not their content, it's mine. Yeah, Marky, what do you want me to tell you? Take a look. He says, are we done with Palworld then? You tell me. Attendance is okay, not great, but it's okay. Engagement, there's some people talking about the game and a bunch that aren't and say that the game is boring. And support is very bad. We played the game for over an hour. Within an hour, I made $7. I made more money just hanging out with you guys before I booted the game up than I did playing the game. So why am I playing the game? So I admit, in the last 3 months that we've been doing this, I've adopted it a bit, adjusted it, right? We were doing it one way. We said, all right, we'll change it. We'll do it different. And we did a little differently or whatever. We found the way that it works, right? Having these milestones, it works. People contribute to see it. It's part of the content. I even separated it to be its own show, so it's not part of the gameplay. The gameplay is separate. It's not all about me talking about cards and everything during gameplay, right? That was a distinct thing I changed. Why on earth would anyone be mad at me for opening packs of cards on a stream? That has something to do with them and their toxicity, not me. If any singular person had a problem that DSP bought Pokemon cards and opened them on his stream, that means they have some kind of a mental deficiency or problem. What an ass. Okay. Why are you worried about what I'm doing on my stream? What does it have to do with you? Nothing. And in truth, if it bothers you, it probably means your content's at risk because somebody else is doing it and now you're upset about it, right? So maybe that says more about you than me. So that's what happened with the Pokemon stuff. Now, I started opening Magic cards. I started opening One Piece cards. I have absolutely no idea if anyone cares. Nope. It's the past. Sorry. In regards to Disney, again, this is just another thing I'm doing as part of my content. I would hope that it shouldn't or wouldn't affect anyone in another community. If the Disney Lorcana content creators are a nice community, I'm glad to hear that. I don't want to be a part of that or associate with that or have any toxicity or negativity towards them happening. So that's why I don't bring it up. I'm not even going to research it or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to talk about it because I feel like if I mention anything, it's going to be negative, right? If I say a word about anything, someone has to turn it into something toxic or negative, so I just prefer to say nothing. Don't crash out and yell at me. I'm not the one that didn't show up and didn't support the stream. That's why I stay away. That's why I'm not watching other people's content. I'm not referencing it. I'm not trying to copy it. I'm just doing it for myself the way that I do it. I just want to be left alone. So just don't bring me up. Keep my name out of your mouth, and then basically no one will bother you. But that's the problem is these people are like, oh, I'm going to be toxic about Phil. And the next thing you know, they're probably got my trolls coming and talking to them and stuff. And it's like, that's what happens. You just got to, you kind of mind your own business. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I do. Have I mentioned a single PokeTuber? No, I don't know any of them. I don't care.
Why does everyone just say that all he does is talk about money and card openings? I don't get it. Well, because that's what gets them the view.
Whatever executive said this is a good idea, you should quit. You should go get another job. You are a terrible person at your job.